Wallachia, a land of rugged mountains and fertile valleys caught in the crosshairs of empires. It is here, in the heart of this volatile region, that Vlad III, later known as Vlad the Impaler, was born into a world of shifting alliances and ever-present danger. The year was 1431. Europe was a tapestry of kingdoms riven by conflict, and young Vlad was about to be woven into its darkest threads. Vlad's father, Vlad II, was a nobleman, a warrior, and a member of the Order of the Dragon, a prestigious order dedicated to defending Christendom against the encroaching Ottoman Empire. This fearsome brotherhood, draped in the symbolism of the dragon, would leave an indelible mark on the young prince's imagination. But it was not gilded halls and chivalric tales that would shape Vlad's early years. It was the cold, hard reality of Ottoman politics. In a cruel twist of fate, Vlad, along with his younger brother Radu, was sent to the Ottoman court as a hostage, a guarantee of his father's loyalty to the Sultan. It was a common practice, but for Vlad it was a formative trauma. He witnessed firsthand the brutal efficiency of Ottoman rule, the casual cruelty that underpinned their empire. He learned the art of war from his captors, mastering the sword and the bow, but also the subtler weapons of espionage and intrigue. These were harsh lessons etched into his soul that would forge him into the ruler he would become. Vlad's time in Ottoman captivity came to an end, but the experience had left an indelible mark on him. He returned to Wallachia, a hardened and ambitious prince determined to seize the throne and secure his homeland against the ever-present Ottoman threat. What followed was a brutal ballet of power, a game of thrones played with the highest stakes. Vlad's reign was not a time for the faint of heart. He ruled with an iron fist, determined to crush any internal opposition and present a united front against his enemies. His preferred method of dispatch was brutal and unforgettable impalement. It was a gruesome spectacle, a forest of the impaled, a stark reminder of Vlad's unyielding power. His enemies, both foreign and domestic, trembled at his name. But Vlad was not simply a butcher. He was a shrewd strategist, a master of psychological warfare. He knew the power of fear, how it could paralyze his enemies and keep his subjects in line. He played his enemies against each other, forging alliances and breaking them with ruthless pragmatism. His cruelty, though shocking, was part of a larger plan, a desperate gamble to secure his people's survival. Vlad's conflict with the Ottomans was the defining struggle of his reign. He defied the mighty Sultan Mehmed II, refusing to pay the jizya, a tax levied on non-Muslims. This was an act of defiance that could not go unpunished. Mehmed, enraged by Vlad's insolence, led a vast army into Wallachia, determined to crush the defiant prince. Vlad's death in battle against the Ottomans marked the end of an era. His body, it is said, was buried in the monastery at Snagov, but his spirit continued to haunt the region, a spectre of cruelty and defiance. The stories of his reign, already circulating during his lifetime, became legend. He was Vlad the Impaler, a monster to his enemies, a savior to his people. His brutality, though undeniably horrific, cannot be viewed in isolation. It was a brutal age, and Vlad was a product of his time. His methods, though extreme, were not entirely out of place in a world where power was often measured in blood. He lived by the sword, and he died by it, a tragic figure forever caught between East and West. In Romania, Vlad is remembered as a national hero, a defender of his people against Ottoman aggression. His image adorns stamps and statues, a testament to his enduring legacy. He is seen as a symbol of Romanian independence, a reminder of a time when Wallachia dared to stand up to a superpower. But Vlad's story is not one of simple black and white. He was a man of contradictions, capable of great cruelty and surprising piety. He funded monasteries, defended the Orthodox faith, and enacted laws to protect the poor. He was a complex figure, a ruler who defied easy categorization. Vlad the Impaler's name, already whispered in hushed tones throughout Europe, would find new life in the 19th century. Bram Stoker, an Irish novelist, stumbled upon the tales of the Impaler while researching folklore and vampire myths. The name Dracula, a patronym meaning son of Dracul, referring to Vlad's father's membership in the Order of the Dragon, resonated with Stoker. It was a name that dripped with menace, a perfect fit for the monstrous villain he envisioned. And so Dracula was born, a fictional creation inspired by the historical figure of Vlad the Impaler. Stoker borrowed the name and some biographical details, but the vampire count, with his fangs, his cape, and his thirst for blood, was largely a product of Stoker's imagination. The link, however, was forged, and Vlad's posthumous fame was assured. In recent years, scientists have been able to shed new light on the life and times of Vlad the Impaler. Analysis of letters written by Vlad revealed traces of proteins consistent with hemolacria, a condition that causes the sufferer to weep tears of blood. This discovery, while intriguing, does little to confirm the vampire myths that surround Vlad. Instead, it offers a glimpse into the man behind the monster, a man who may have suffered from a rare and debilitating condition. Vlad the Impaler's legacy is a tangled web of history, myth, and fiction. He was a ruthless ruler, a skilled warrior, and a devout Christian. He was a monster to some, a hero to others. His story is a reminder that history is rarely black and white. It is a tapestry woven from countless threads, some dark, some bright, all contributing to the rich and complex narrative of the human experience.